We want a boy to help Matthew with the farm work. A girl would be of no use to us, do you understand?
I'm as strong as a boy, and I prefer to be outdoors instead of cooped up in a kitchen. Since I'm here now, couldn't you consider it?
I could not. Well, I don't know. I didn't say Matthew and I had absolutely decided we wouldn't keep her.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're here, it means that you care about learning real and natural English, not just the English that you find in textbooks. Today, we're diving into expressions from N with an E, and by the end of this video, you'll not only know what these expressions mean, but you actually learn how to use them in real life English. So let's begin.
I simply don't understand. Were there no boys at the asylum?
There was an abundance of them, but Mrs. Spencer said distinctly that you wanted a girl about my age, and the matron thought that I would do.
We want a boy to help Matthew with the farm work. A girl would be of no use to us, do you understand?
I'm as strong as a boy, and I prefer to be outdoors instead of cooped up in a kitchen. Since I'm here now, couldn't you consider it?
I could not. One of us will have to drive over and see Mrs. Spencer tomorrow, that's for certain. The girl will have to be sent back.
Yep. She's a real interesting kind of person.
That's one way to put it.
You should have heard her talk.
Why is it you find yourself an orphan?
Well, it happened when I was an infant. Truer words were never spoken. My parents were Walter and Bertha Sherman.
Well, I suppose I can take her off your hands, Miss Cuthbert. If you like, I can take her right now.
Well, I don't know. I didn't say Matthew and I had absolutely decided we wouldn't keep her. If we make up our minds not to keep her, we'll send her over to you. Otherwise, you can assume that she'll be staying with us. God only knows what we're getting ourselves into.
That's one way to put it. This usually has a sarcastic meaning behind it. And I'm going to give you an example to break it down. You usually use this to imply that you don't completely agree with what the other person is saying. For example, you think someone is arrogant, but your friend is saying they're confident, and you're like, that's one way to put it, which means that's another lens or perspective to describe this, but deep down I think he's arrogant, not confidence. So you use this to say, okay, but I wouldn't necessarily describe them that way. True words were never spoken. This is an old expression, but I love this so much because it is a beautiful way to express that you're strongly agreeing with what the other person is saying. So they said something that they hit the nail on the head, and you want to say, exactly, yes, that's how I would say it too. I totally agree. I 100% agree. You can say, true words were never spoken. For example, in a full sentence, I would love to say, life is much easier when you don't care what other people think of you. And you can say, true words were never spoken. What we're getting ourselves into. This is one way to say, wait, this is more complicated than I thought. So you can say, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. So getting into literally means entering a space, right? But figuratively, it means involving yourself in a situation, especially if it is complicated or difficult. So you're not sure what might happen. So you can say, I signed up for the marathon, but I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into. Because training for a marathon or your diets might change drastically and you need to be ready for it, right? So you signed up before deciding on every little detail.
They didn't pick you for your looks, that's sure and certain. She's terribly skinny and homely, Marilla.
I hate you.
Anne?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Anne! I am not trying to excuse her. She has been very naughty, and I'll have to give her a talking to about it. She's never been taught what is right. And you were too hard on her, Rachel. Well,
Don't you think you better say it? Just have it over with.
If I apologize, I'll be fibbing.
But you're smart enough. Find the right words. Don't tell Marilla we had a conversation.
I shall carry our secret to my grave.
Before we permit our children to associate with your Anne, my wife and I need to assure ourselves that she won't corrupt their good natures or exert any negative influence. I'm sure you can understand. But afternoon tea tomorrow?
Tea tomorrow.
no startling speeches. Anne, what's wrong? Are you ill?
Don't worry. I'll be as quiet as a mouse.
Be hard on yourself or others, which means you're judging, you're criticizing, and you're treating yourself or someone harshly. Especially if someone is very critical to themselves and judging themselves in a way that you don't find it fair. You can say, don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing your best. I'll carry it to my grave. More common way, you can say, I'll take it to my grave, which means this information will remain private between us until the day that I die. That's how you want to ensure someone or reinsure them that you wouldn't tell anyone. For example, someone is confessing something to you, but they're worried that you'll tell this to their mom or their family, and you're like, I promise you I'll take this or carry this to my grave, which means this will remain private between us until the day that I die. As quiet as a mouse. This means not making a teeny tiny noise. Be extremely quiet. You can say, I was impressed. My child was quiet as a mouse when I was sleeping, which means they didn't make any single noise. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Remember, learning English is not about memorizing every vocabulary. It means that you understand how native speakers put words together and use them in real life English. And until the next video, bye!